2018 was an unforgettable year for my channel, and as I wrap up each year, I like to take a look back at everything that I did and kind of summarize it all into one video. The year was off to a bumpy start, quite literally, when a pothole took out two of my brand new tires. I hadn't even had my new VMR wheels on the car for a month yet when a pothole took out both driver's side tires. It went right through the sidewall, so there was no repairing them. That was really frustrating, and then after that I made a short film about the really crappy roads here in my area. Heading home from a date night on Valentine's Day, Katie and I saw an unplowed school parking lot. We thought we'd pull over and do a couple donuts, and not even 5 minutes after we got there, the police showed up. Unfortunately, Katie got a ticket for careless driving, but she did go to court. We got it reduced down to a parking violation, so there were no points on her license, and the fee was dramatically less than what it could have been. In May, Katie and I bought our attainable dream car, which was a Scion FRS. It's a car that we both really liked. We kind of lusted after ever since they came out. When they were first introduced, we went to the dealership and test drove one, and now years later, thanks to depreciation, we're finally able to get our hands on one. We located our exact car at a small dealership down in Dayton, Ohio, and then one day after work, we made the 7-hour drive down there. We stayed in the really crappy Red Roof Inn, which we kind of learned our lesson on. But the next morning when the dealership opened, we went there, test drove the car, kind of looked it over, and within a few hours, we were signing some paperwork and we were on our way back home to Michigan. We ended up getting the car. As you can see, it is a 2014 Scion FRS. Our first road trip of the year was to Indianapolis for Import Alliance. That's a show that we both really enjoy because the spectators' cars are just as good as the cars that are in the showcase. They also do drag racing and drifting events that are open to anyone who wants to enter their car. And so it's just really cool to be around that stuff. It's really cool to watch the drifting and stuff like that. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. We actually took the FRS down there, which turned out to be probably not the best idea for a road trip car. It got a little bit uncomfortable, a little claustrophobic after a while, but we had a good time nonetheless. In July, Katie and I went to New Jersey for the Kies Auto Show, which is a BMW show hosted by Kies Motorsports. And for being the very first year that they ever did this show, we really had a spectacular turnout. And it was really cool to be able to meet some of you guys, some of my subscribers, and even hang out with some other BMW YouTube personalities.
Black because, to be honest, in my opinion, the lip kind of disappears if it matches the glossiness of the black of the actual car.
It's good to hang out with all of you guys. It was so nice.
After the show, Brian invited me over and we took turns driving each other's cars, and we've remained in touch ever since. And through his company, Kies Motorsports, he's kind of hooked me up with some really nice things for my BMW, the M Sport, LCI M Sport front bumper, the Apple TV, and some other things. So I just want to say thanks, man. I really appreciate that stuff.
So today, Justin is out here visiting us for the Kies Auto Show, and he wanted to just show you some of the things we did to the car. So let's take a walk around and I'll show you what we've done so far.
As summer was winding down, Katie and I decided to go on one last road trip across Michigan, so we went up to Frankenmuth, we stayed the night in Bay City, and then we made our way northwest towards Traverse City, and it was just really nice to have a relaxing trip with my wife, and the vlog that I made of that trip ended up being one of my favorite videos that I've ever uploaded. Alright guys, so we made it to Frankenmuth. It's like this old world Bavarian town. Really interesting architecture and a lot of cool food and cool stuff to do here.
Want you to be mine, and I want you to be mine. Don't pretend you're sorry.
In October, my channel finally crossed the 100,000 subscriber threshold, and I'm so thankful for every single subscriber that's been along here for the journey. You guys are the reason that I do this, and I'm so appreciative of all your support. In November, as the weather was getting colder, Brandon came up with his E39 M5, and we spent the day kind of talking about cars and shooting YouTube videos, so it was a really fun time, and it was nice to be able to see him before he moved down to Florida. The year finished out strong thanks to the Apple TV video. That video gave my analytics a nice little boost, and it's kind of funny the story behind that because I was really sick that day. I really wasn't sure if I was going to shoot any videos at all, and I was just kind of looking around at what would be easy to shoot, what would not require me to be outside, you know, freezing my butt off when I'm sick, I'm trying to recover. So I thought, oh, this will just be an easy thing that I can throw together. So it ended up being my most successful video the whole year, both number of views and earnings and everything. So it's just kind of funny how YouTube works out that way sometimes. So thanks again to Kies Motorsports for sending me that and helping me finish out the year pretty strong. Last week we just surpassed 20 million total video views, and now we're at about 107,000 subscribers. So I just want to say thank you guys again so much for being part of my channel this year. And also I want to give a shout out to my family. My dad and my wife help out a lot behind the scenes, and I just want to make sure that they get the credit that they deserve as well. So again, thank you so much. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Let's make 2019 our best year yet.